Hello, can everyone hear me? Great, nice to see everyone here. Firstly, welcome and thank you for tuning in today. I'm Nabeena, I'm the Digital Marketing Manager here at App Institute, and today I'm going to share my experience working in digital, working in tech, and some of the insights that I've learned from working here. So a few things. Firstly, Alana is moderating today, so if you have any questions at any point, just drop them in the box and she'll be happy to send them my way after the webinar, so we can answer those questions for you. Okay, so firstly, today we're going to be talking about understanding your customers and how to target them effectively. So that will cover the benefits over features, selling our platform, customer profiling, so understanding exactly who you're marketing the app to, and also who your potential target audiences are. So firstly, to really sell the benefits, you really need to understand the value to your own business. And that means understanding the benefits your customers will get from having an app, and also understanding the problems that you're solving. So firstly, benefits over features. So a benefit is something, it explains what something does rather than what something is. So when we talk about the benefits of our platform, we're talking about the personal advantages or the satisfaction that a customer will get. We're looking at the end results, so the benefits a company might see once they've implemented the use of an app, or just the functional benefits of an app, so maybe making something easier or just streamlining a service. When we talk about features, we're talking about what something is. So this could be a physical characteristic or a quality of the service, so maybe what a product has. So when we talk about our platform, we can talk about the various different modules that we have. Some example, geofencing. These are all features of our platform. Shopping cart, mobile loyalty, push notifications, secure messaging, and CRM. Just a few examples of some of the features that we have on our platform. I really like to talk about benefits over features when it comes to selling functionality of our app platform to customers. The reason for this is when we talk about features, if a customer isn't very technically minded or isn't familiar with your terminology or language, a feature doesn't always provide the customer with a very clear visual of what they will gain. For example, if we talk about push notifications, again, features within our push notifications include geofencing, scheduled messages, audience tags. So to a customer, it doesn't really mean a lot. You don't really see the end benefit that these features will bring to a business. Instead, if we look at push notifications in depth and look at scheduled messaging, for example, and we understand that 90% of push notifications are read within 3 minutes. For me, that's an amazing stat. I mean, compared to emails, which is only 4%, having your messages read by 90% of the people you send it to is incredible. So another way to word this would be to say send highly relevant offers to your customers just at the right time and increase sales. So to someone who doesn't really understand what push notification is, saying schedule messaging doesn't really offer, but when you talk about the benefits of using push, suddenly you start to create a dialogue your customers can really understand. Another example, geofencing. As a feature doesn't say much, but as soon as you describe the benefit of how you can use geofencing, just the fact you can increase walk-ins by sending exclusive offers to customers when they're nearby, suddenly becomes more appealing to a business owner. Here's a great little diagram to really explain how you should be selling the platform and the benefits. So as you can see, a little Mario on the left, your potential customer, and then you have your product. So you shouldn't really be selling your product as it is, which means selling the features, so push notifications, CRM doesn't really mean a lot, but you should be selling how your customers can improve by using that product. So at the end, you can see Super Mario at the end. once he's started using your product and the mobile app itself. He's become stronger. He's got a fireball in his hand. Obviously, for a business, that means they can use mobile to reach more customers, to improve their loyalty, to increase sales. They just become better in general. So those are the sort of things you should be selling. And when it comes to customers, we need to define who these customers are and how to reach them. One way to do this, the way I like to do it, is to just think about who your ideal customer is. So firstly, to start with the business type. So at Apple Institute, we tend to target to SMBs, usually companies that are between 1 and 20 people, have a revenue of less than 200,000. Active communicators, this means that they're already using social media platforms, they're using Twitter and Facebook to communicate with their customers, so they're really used to this digital environment and this channel. They're sending emails out and they're really on board. They're non-technical but tech-aware, so they may not have the ability to build a website, but they're certainly aware of the potential that a website will bring to them, or a mobile app. New businesses looking to grow are great because they're really fresh and they're looking to try new things. They're not stuck in their own in a certain way. They're ambitious and customer focused and really want to provide a great service to their customers. So when we talk about individuals and the type of people that we're sending our message to, we're looking at business owners and managers, typically 30 to 40 years old. They have a willingness to learn, and sometimes they're unhappy with paying aggregated margins. So they might already be using a mobile service, but they're unhappy with the fees they're paying. For example, Just Eat charge 15%. So that's really something that you can use. To go further into individuals and how to reach these people, it's really important to look at the awareness, and that means how these people are going to find you. So maybe they're online and they're searching for ways to improve their business, and they're looking for a way to improve their sales. So they type into Google, how do I improve my sales? Many people come across Facebook posts, magazines, blog posts. So it's really important to create content online through social media, through articles. Blogging is a great way. If you have a company blog, you can talk about some of the benefits again of using apps, a website. Also, local advertising and word of mouth are all ways that people can find you. So these are really important factors to consider. Also, when they do find you, think about what sort of information they're going to find. So whether it's educational, this could be tips on how to manage their app or how to promote their business. It could be promotional, so maybe you have an offer, examples of other people's app that you've built, case studies of businesses who have used your services and have improved their sales. Also educational pieces like usage guides and marketing guides. So ways that the businesses can promote their app, promote their business via mobile marketing. This could really involve resources like images and examples of offers that they could promote using the app. So now we have the awareness and the content. We need to find a way to contact them, and there are a few different ways you can do it. We tend to go for digital services. So email is one of our most important services, really. But there are other ways. Direct mail is one. Drop-ins, corporate events, and networking are all ways that you can reach these people. Email, for example, we often buy email lists, which can be bought from various providers. But you may also want to buy direct mailing lists if you prefer to create flyers and leaflets and post them out to people. Drop-ins are great if you have a sales team and you really want to make a personal impact. You can go into a business and just talk to them. The same thing with corporate events and networking. Great ways to meet people, great ways to find out about people as well. Another way is through advertising. Google ads, display ads, Facebook ads all cost a bit of money, but they also bring a lot of reward. Google ads, especially if someone's searching for a local business in their city, just typing in or creating an ad for a certain keyword, for example, would help in discovery. Same with display ads and Facebook ads. A great way to sort of push your product out to people who might not necessarily be looking for you, but might see your ad and think, actually, that's great, I want to use it. These are things that we can talk about in another webinar. So maybe we can speak to Alana at some point and schedule that if you're interested in learning more about Google ads and display ads and how you can take advantage of that. In terms of market opportunity, if you've logged into our system, you'll see that we have a selection of templates and business types that you can use. So here's a couple for you: beauty salons, car dealers, coffee shops. Just small examples of the market option out there and the types of businesses that you can be creating apps for. Of course, this isn't limited. We have the other option as well. So if there isn't a business type that you're looking for, you can always create your own. One of the apps that I've actually created, a demo app, is called Healthy Eating Guide, and it's not on here, but it's just a simple app that I made to store recipes and offer healthy eating advice, and it's doing really well, actually. It's probably one of our best performing apps. So it doesn't always have to be business related. It's an app that just provides information and a resource for people to use is also great. Let's take a look at the industry for health and beauty and what we can learn from that. So if we think about the needs, wants and frustrations of a business like the health and beauty industry, if we focus on the needs first, we can think about things that they're looking for. So a beauty salon in particular is looking to book appointments. They want to showcase events, send reminders, encourage loyalty, promote offers, and provide communication between the business and their customer. They also want to control their brand. They want an affordable solution. They want a solution that's easy to use and possibly would help to market their app. Frustrations might include lost bookings from phone lines. They can only take bookings from 9 to 5 when someone's in. They might have a poor response from any email marketing that they've sent out, and they might find it difficult to target the right customer. So these are the sort of things you need to think about when you're composing an offer or composing an email or looking to offer a benefit. You need to really understand, firstly, what they need, what they want, and their frustrations. This should help you in quite a few ways, actually, to what business wants. So key takeaways from today: really spend some time defining your ideal customer. So really look at who you're trying to target and what they want, what they need, what they might not know they need. The best way to do this is to just get a piece of paper, scribble down an industry that you're trying to target, and really think about who these people are. So if you go back and look over my webinar again, maybe go to the first page and try and do one for yourself and understand who these people are. Once you know who these people are, then you need to understand the true benefit of how you can use the platform to improve their services, and how you can really offer a really great benefit to their business. And that's by offering benefits over features. So number 3 is to go out and send your offers out, to reach out to people, and also to listen to what feedback you get back. So when you're sending out emails, of course, you'll get responses back, and some people may not be interested. Some people might provide you with feedback. Some people might love your idea, but there's always ways to send that promotion out again, maybe change it. We love A/B testing in the office, so we'll send out an offer we'll analyze the response, whether we could improve the email subject or whether we can improve the content, and just make small changes and keep trying, because that's the only way that you can really learn. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you found this information useful. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Alana?
Yeah, we've had a few questions. And I suppose the first one was, can we have a copy of the slides? And yes, of course, we will distribute a copy of the slides along with the presentation and Nabeena's dialogue, which has been wonderful. Another question is, where can we source data from? So you spoke about buying data. What kind of places can you buy that from, or can you source it from, that's been most effective for AI?
So when it comes to buying data, it can always be hit and miss. It's kind of like throwing a dart sometimes a dart with your eyes closed. It's really hard to target. So you want to send a really open email out. But the best way to find this information is just go online, search for data suppliers and email suppliers, and there are always ones around. I can provide a list of some of the companies available if that's what you're after. Again, speak to Alana and I'll be happy to get back to you.
From experience and past marketing projects, has buying data and using that data to market been effective?
It's been, to be honest, the best way to get emails is to make people come to you. That's the way it should be done. If you go to our website, you can see that you can sign up for our services. So usually we like to spend money on Google advertising and creating content that people can find. So when they do come across us and they sign up to our mailing list or our service, we know that we're targeting or sending offers out to the right people. When you start buying data, you're targeting people, and it's cold calling or cold emailing. So it becomes a lot harder to try and convince them. But it does work, and it has worked for us. So it's definitely a resource that you should try if you maybe don't have people to go to, or you just want to try the market out. But potentially it works, but it's trial and error, and you have to really keep doing it.
Okay. Another question that came in is, what's the best first step when approaching a customer? How do you get your foot in the door?
That's a great question, actually. Last year we were at a trade show where we got to meet hundreds of customers, and we had a stand, and people would come up to us, or sometimes we'd go to them. And the best way really to introduce yourself is to just speak to them and ask them what they do, ask them about their businesses, and really understand firstly what they offer, understand any problems they have, or any fears or solutions that they might need, and basically just to listen before you start to offer your own features and your own benefits to a customer. It's impossible to do unless you really understand what their needs are in the first place.
Thank you. Are there any markets that are getting into the app world more than others at the moment? So are there any that really have a good buy-in, and there are some that kind of are really difficult to penetrate?
Again, great question. So if you look at the market opportunities out there, and maybe look at aggregators who are already providing these solutions to businesses, so you're looking at people like Just Eat, who offer mobile app services to the food industry. There are also companies like Wahanda, I think, who offer a booking solution to beauty salons and hairdressers. So these businesses are already used to that digital service, and they're used to sort of using these services to create more business. So trying to target businesses already using these services is really easy, because they're used to the technology. So trying to get them to switch over isn't very difficult. In most cases, it's only when you're looking at businesses who may not be using any digital outsourced services at all, where it becomes a little bit harder to try and convert. But usually we did some research where we spoke to a few businesses, and we found after 5 or 10 minutes of speaking to them, from their initial concerns and lack of interest in having a mobile app, as soon as they started thinking about the benefits it could offer to their business, they really started to change their thinking. So sometimes it's not so much that they're hard to convert, it's just they're uneducated about what benefits apps can bring to them.
So would you say that the best thing is to approach a seller with the solution to one of their problems?
I think it's always good to sort of arm yourself with ammunition. So to really educate yourself firstly about the platform is super important. So to go through all of the modules, really understand how they can be used for a variety of different businesses. So when you do speak to someone and they have a problem, you have the ammunition to sort of answer those questions.
Okay. And from one company who has extensive experience in selling apps over a number of years, if you could say, or if you could give one piece of advice or guidance on the best marketing tactic to really get out there and start making your business a success, what would that be?
Again, to arm yourself with ammunition. So if you are a business, it's important to have to really build your brand. So to have a website is really important, somewhere that people can go and research. Now, with the change in the way marketing and information is stored, and the ability to sort of search online and do research. A lot of people, if you are trying to sell them an app, they'll go away and research you first. So if you don't have a web presence, that doesn't really help. And if you don't have the resources to back up your offerings, again, it will play against you. So it's really important to build up your resources, to create flyers, to create marketing literature, to create images and examples and case studies that you can show to people and say, this is what we do, here are the people who've used it before, this is how it's benefited them, this is how it could benefit you, and this is how you can use it. So not only are you providing a software solution, but you're providing help with marketing, and you're providing a help guide and support and experience in this industry. And I think that's what sells as a solution like this to a business. It's the experience that you guys can offer to a business that has never used an app before.
Okay, that's fantastic. I think that is all of the questions that we've had.
Great, thank you, Alana.
Thank you very much, Nabeena. And just to be clear, we don't have any more questions. Anybody else? You have Nabeena for another 5 minutes. She is very difficult to get hold of.
I'm very busy.
Okay, I think that's it. We will send a copy of the slides out along with Nabeena's dialogue, as mentioned. If you think of any questions afterwards, please shoot them through to me. It's alana@appinstitute.co.uk, but you probably already know that. Yeah, great. Thanks for joining us today, and we hope you have a fantastic weekend.